All right, so Acts chapter 10, verse 28. And he said unto them, Ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation. But God hath showed me that I should not call any man common or unclean. Okay. So he's, because this is not a normal practice. You go in with the, with the Romans, the non-Jews. So he's telling them, but God just showed me, like, what I'm saying, what I'm telling you to do, you don't focus on what the old, the old ways of doing things. I'm saying this is cleansed now, this is clean, don't go backwards from what I'm saying. God is telling them. Right? Because he said, God hath showed me that I should not call any man common or unclean. So he was connecting the beasts and the things in the vision from the sheep. He's connecting that with men, the Gentiles, the non-Jews. God was setting up this meeting with Cornelius. And then verse 29, Therefore came I unto you without gainsaying, as soon as I was sent for you. I ask therefore, for what intent ye have sent for me. So now he's still not really clear what the reasoning is. That's why he's asking. So what's, why have you sent for me? What's the intent? What's your intention? And then verse 30. And Cornelius said, 4 days ago I was fasting until this hour, and at the 9th hour I prayed in my house, and behold, a man stood before me in bright clothing. Okay, so Cornelius is telling the vision that he had. Right? Right, he says, man stood with bright clothing, stood right before me. So, amazing. And then he's continuing in verse 31. And said, Cornelius, thy prayer is heard, and thine alms are had in remembrance in the sight of God. So Cornelius, his prayers, he's a devout man, he believes in God. He gives to the work of God. He has his alms, that's giving, giving money. Right? And so he's continuing explaining to Peter what happened in his vision. And in verse 32. Send therefore to Joppa, and call hither Simon, whose surname is Peter. He is lodged in the house of one of Simon a tanner by the seaside, who, when he cometh, shall speak unto thee. So they're both trying to figure out what's going on here. What does this guy want from me, right? And Peter's saying that. What's this guy want? Cornelius want from me? And then Cornelius saying, what does this guy Peter have to tell me? Right? God is setting it up.